Born on December 20th, 1868 in Malta Bend, Missouri, Samuel McRoberts was born to Alexander Highlander and Ellen Sisk McRoberts. His paternal grandparents were Alexander and Nancy Donnell McRoberts. McRoberts had married twice. He married Mary Agnes Caldwell in 1895. She died in 1904. Her cause of death is not listed. McRoberts then married Harriet Pearl Skinner in 1906. McRoberts had no children from either of his marriages. Both of his wives would precede him in death. McRoberts would earn an A.B. degree in 1891 from Baker University. He then graduated with an LL.B. degree in 1893 from the University of Michigan. He then returned to Baker University to receive his M.A. degree in 1894. In 1893, he was admitted to the bar where he practiced law in Chicago, Illinois. His first job was being an attorney for the legal department for the Armour and Company in 1895 to 1900. He was then transferred to the financial department where his business savvy led to a position of manager and executive. In 1904, he became the treasurer of the company, then the general manager within the same year. While he was also employed with the Armour and Company, he served as president of the Illinois Tunnel Company for 3 years. His job at the Illinois Tunnel Company included the operation of the corporation of the Chicago Freight Subway. In 1904, McRoberts was among a group of men that were indicted by the Hudson County, New Jersey grand jury. The charge was fixing beef prices. The men involved with McRoberts were J. O. Armour, L. F. Swift, C. H. Swift, and A. W. Armour, and other directors of the National Packing Company. This case went before the Supreme Court in January 1905. The court issued an injunction against the National Packing Company, which they called the Beef Trust. According to the Chicago Eagle on May 2, 1908, the Beef Trust continued to defy the Supreme Court's injunction. In 1909, Samuel McRoberts resigned with the Armour and Company and moved to New York City. There, McRoberts became the vice president of the First National City Bank of New York. The First National City Bank of New York was the bank that was owned and operated by J.P. Morgan. This bank would change its name to become Citibank and would go on to be a huge financial services corporation in the United States. While at this position, McRoberts was involved in many ventures. He was on the board of directors of the Consolidation Coal Company, and he was one of the bankers that helped to fund the Consol building projects in eastern Kentucky. The town of McRoberts would receive its name from these efforts. According to the Coal Trade magazine in June 1911, Samuel McRoberts was re-elected as director of the Cumberland and Pennsylvania Railway. He was also on the board of directors of Consolidation Coal Company during that time. According to Moodys' Manual of Investments, he is still on the board of directors of Consolidation Coal Company in 1922. While still in the bank's employment, McRoberts joined with bank's vice president Kilbourne and other bankers in a motor car venture. Samuel McRoberts was issued a permit to manufacture his Orson automobile. In 1914, the New York Official Automobile Directors List permit number 15588 as the Orson automobile number. A security bond through the Farmers Loan and Trust Company of 10 investors giving $2,500 each was guaranteed for this venture. However, this venture did fail. He resigned his position with the First National City Bank in 1917 when he got an invitation to join the military. In late 1917, McRoberts joined the Army as a major in the Reserves Corps for the Service Ordnance Department in Washington, D.C. Because of McRoberts' expertise in management, manufacturing, and other materials production, he was promoted quickly. On November 28, 1917, McRoberts was assigned and promoted to colonel as the Chief of Procurement Division in the National Army. In this position, McRoberts oversaw the securing of food, clothing, weapons and ammo, and other equipment needed by the Army. McRoberts was then promoted to Brigadier General and sent to France on August 8, 1918. McRoberts joined with General John Joseph Blackjack Pershing's staff on October 19, 1918. He would serve in France until his discharge on January 15, 1919. During his service there, he would provide advice and guidance for the building of factories. He was instrumental in setting up finance, budgeting, management, production schedules, and design of assembly lines. For recognition of his contributions to the war effort in his station as Brigadier General, McRoberts received two great honors. By the act of Congress on July 9, 1918, the President of the United States authorized the Army Distinguished Service Medal. The French government made him a Chevalier of the Legion of Honor. After returning to the United States, McRoberts would retire from the First National City Bank of New York in January of 1920. He then took a position of President of the Metropolitan Trust Company in December 1921. McRoberts would retire from this position in 1925. McRoberts then became chairman of the board of the Chatham Phoenix National Bank and Trust Company in 1925. McRoberts stepped down from this position in 1932. McRoberts also served as directors for the following corporations: America's Sugar Refining Company, Manufacturers Trust Company, Great American Insurance Company, New York Air Brake Company, and the Chicago and Milwaukee-St. Paul Railway. He was serving as chairman of the McRoberts and Tettemeyer Company, Incorporated, importers at the time of his death. McRoberts served as a trustee for the Baker University and a trustee and treasurer of the Board of Trustees for the YMCA of New York City. From 1930 to 1932, McRoberts served as chairman of the Economic Club of New York. He was a member of the Metropolitan Club, the Recess, Union League, and the Racquet and Tennis Club. McRoberts had linked to the Army and Navy clubs and the Chicago Club. He was a founding member of the National Golf Links of America and belonged to several country clubs around the area. Samuel McRoberts was also a published author. In 1910, his book, The Extension of American Banking in Foreign Countries, was published. In 1916, his book, Russia's Future Needs for Capital, was published. On November 25, 1914, Samuel and Harriet McRoberts gave land to the School District No. 3 of the towns of North Castle and Bedford to build a new school. This donation led to the building of the third Conan Hill School building of 1915. The building materials were also donated by McRoberts. In the mid-1920s, a group of Canadian Mennonites obtained the settlement rights in Paraguay due to McRoberts' help. The first colony was established in 1926 and called the Minnow Colony. The Fernheim and other Russian Mennonite colonies would be established in 1930 with McRoberts' help as well. On September 8, 1947, McRoberts died in New York City. He was preceded in death by both of his wives. He is buried at the St. Matthew's Episcopal Churchyard in Bedford, New York. Thank you for watching our video, How McRoberts Got Its Name. We thank you for continuing to support Kentucky Tennessee Living as we bring you the history of the Appalachian Mountains. Please like, subscribe, and share below. Also hit the bell for notifications of future videos. And once again, be sure to leave us a "Hey y'all" in the comment section below. Thank you for continuing to support us and watch our videos.